Another week, another TWAB. Let's talk about some upcoming Season 13 stuff. First up, let's talk about Season 12. Mainly Season 12's seasonal activity. As Bungie has mentioned, seasonal content will be sticking around all year compared to last year when things just left as soon as the season ended. This is to enable players to engage with the seasonal content all year, and then when the next expansion launches, it'll all be wiped to introduce new seasonal content. So, here's what's staying with Season 12. Wrathborn Hunts, Hawkmoon and its Master activity, Crow's Vendor Screen, the Adored Quest, and story missions can be launched from the Director. The Seasonal Seal and Warden title will stick around, but the Seasonal Seal still needs to be earned within the season, although there's a bug right now preventing the Last Triumph for this season's seal from being earned, and I think Bungie is working on fixing that. Stuff that won't stick around are the following: Crow's Bounties, Messages from the Field, and obviously the Seasonal Artifact and Season Pass, as those are going to rotate to Season 13. However, things might get a little weird with Season 12 stuff, as it was designed under the old get rid of stuff after the season is over model. For example, Crow will be in 2 different spots at once in Season 13. As seasons progress, this weirdness will hopefully kind of die off. This is cool and all. I'm glad Bungie is doing something about the seasonal content sticking around for the year as opposed to just the season, but I don't think we're really going to feel the impact of this until later seasons, as Season 12's main gameplay loop just not really the most exciting. I don't see many people choosing to engage with it over the course of the year besides farming powerfuls. If those do remain powerful, if they don't remain powerful, then it'll just be for weapons in case maybe the meta shifts for whatever reason. Next up, Umbral Engrams. They're coming back. They first launched in Season 11, then they unrelentingly pummeled our inventories like hell, but people seem to like the system, so it's coming back. Umbrals will drop from doing almost anything in the game like they did before: Patrols, Strike, Crucible, Gambit, Nightfall, Public Events, Blind Well, Nightmare Hunts, Exo Challenges, Empire Hunts, and the new seasonal activity in Season 13, and they can also just drop from random enemies. Season 13 will have an account-wide quest showing people how to use the Prismatic Recaster, aka the thing to focus your engrams. You can use the Recaster to turn your engrams into focused engrams, which are more specialized in terms of what you get out of them, basically how it worked in Season 11. Season 12 items will not be in this system because they will continue to drop from the Lure and Hunt gameplay loop. Prismatic lenses will unlock new focusing options. These will be earned by doing various things in the game, but Bungie is waiting on revealing exactly what and how until Season 13. I think this is fine. It's totally fine. People seem to really like the Umbral Engram system. Maybe not how often things were dropping because it was really aggressive, but Bungie said that they are reducing the drop rates a bit. I do think there is a thing as too much loot, and going back to dump Umbrals and clear your Postmaster that often was not that fun, especially since you were probably dismantling 99% of it anyway. People like the targeted grind, being able to hone in on what you want. It's one of the more enjoyable ways to grind things. You can do whatever you want. So right now, so far, completely fine with me. Next up is something that I've been hoping to see for a little while, and that is Gilded Titles. For the past 3 seasons, Flawless and Conqueror have been earnable, but getting the title once was enough, since having the title multiple times over didn't get you anything extra. Bungie is looking to expand this with Gilded Titles. The goals are the following: allow players to show off their engagement with the core rituals every season, preserve the base title value, and decrease the amount of grind needed season over season for people who want to earn them all. If you've completed Unbroken, Dredgen, Flawless, or Conqueror, then in Season 13 you'll have additional Gilded challenges to complete. Completing these challenges will gild your title for the season, adding a little icon next to it and changing the color to gold. When the season ends, the Gilded objectives will reset and potentially change to something else. Base objectives will remain the same, and your title goes back to its normal purple color. Again, the titles you can do this with are Unbroken, Dredgen, Flawless, and Conqueror. Feedback has been requested. So here's my feedback. If I'm choosing to engage with something like the Conqueror title every single season, I would like to have that be a permanent thing displayed on my title and not something that is reset every season. I don't really care what that permanent change is. It could be a color change for every time you've done it. It could just say Conqueror 2 or Conqueror II, Conqueror 3, Flawless 2, whatever. But I want it to be a permanent fixture to the title. Yes, the game will track how many times I do the title. That's fine. But if I'm going to grind Conqueror every season, I want people to see how many times I've done it right in the title. If it's only temporary, if it only lasts for the season, I personally wouldn't be as bothered to go do it again. Again, even if the game tracks it. Counterpoint to Datto. FOMO. I totally get that. If these things become a permanent fixture, then perhaps some people will feel obligated to go grind them as opposed to just it being a choice to do so, right? People are completionists, I get it. My argument is that the maniacs who are going to grind out every single repeatable title every single season are probably of the kind who are omega completionists, and that this gilded system isn't really targeted towards your average player. If you don't want to grind the titles out multiple times, you certainly don't have to. The only thing that would change is the title underneath your name. This gilded title stuff, in my opinion, very directed at more dedicated players, not your average. So I think it would be better to let people truly show off, maybe 3 years down the road with a Conqueror 10 title if they want to. I would definitely like to know why Bungie opted for a resetting title as opposed to a more permanent one. Finally, Assistant Game Director Joe Blackburn has said the following in response to growing criticism of the game. Quote, "Last year, I said Destiny's best days are ahead. Seeing what's coming, I believe this more than ever, but we have work to do to get there. 2021 is going to be a little different for Destiny, taking some time to validate our plans, but expect a State of Destiny 2021 next season." End quote. This is something I'm very much looking forward to, as this and next year needs to be about innovating the game more than ever before. I look forward to hearing what the team has to say about some of these criticisms, and of course, I will cover this post and provide my own thoughts when it is posted. That's going to do it for me for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.